For generations, Americans have been known for their thick skin, their toughness, their grit. Land of the free, home of the brave. But we aren't born tough. We've earned it. We faced our challenges head on, and we accept them. Or even better, we embrace them. In the 1940s, over 70,000 young Americans stormed the beaches at Normandy. They traveled halfway around the world to kill Nazis, running towards the chaos and into the gunfire. Those men were brave. In the 1950s, we sent men to Korea to choke off the communists. 10 years later, they were crawling through the jungles of Vietnam. No safe spaces there. The Viet Cong were ambushing our guys from the tunnels and the trees. Our guys had to be tough. They overcame adversity, and they were heroes. Today's hipsters could never hack it in Normandy or the jungles of Vietnam. They lose their minds when Starbucks runs out of oat milk.
Hurry up and order.
Excuse me. Thank you. How about a smoothie? What's in that?
Smoothie's a juice drink. We want coffee.
Buddy, relax.
No, you relax. I'm a regular here. This line needs to move.
These people are everywhere now, and they've completely taken over America's biggest technology companies. You know, the people who control what you can see, hear, and say. Our social media police who can't even handle basic social interactions themselves. Have you ever seen them try to order dinner at a restaurant? Look what happened at Twitter this week. This was one of the craziest things you've ever seen. After news broke that Elon Musk was buying Twitter, the company called an emergency meeting for all of its fragile little workers to talk about their feelings.
How does the board and Mr. Musk plan on dealing with a mass exodus, considering the acquisition is by a person with questionable ethics? With no board in place, who will keep Elon accountable and how? Elon made it clear in public that a large part of the reason he bought the platform was because of our moderation policies and disagreements in how we deal with health. This puts Twitter service and trust and safety, as well as anybody who cares about health on the platform, in a very difficult position. Is there an updated understanding on what free speech means?
That was given to Project Veritas, who does a great job with that kind of inside information. I haven't seen anything that pathetic, though, since 2016, when Donald Trump won, and all these delicate souls had to take a mental health day.
United States, President Obama, Mr. Trump, for the moment, steps away.
Well, that lady probably needed more than a day, probably a week. These people have no idea that this is how capitalism works. When people have money that they earned by selling a product and producing a service, they use it to buy things. And then they own those things, and you can scream and cry, and you can't get it back. Elon Musk bought Twitter. It's his now. That is a fact. You cannot go back. Jesse Jr. has a stiffer spine than these people. When things change, they start whining like little babies for their bankies.
Oh, come on. Stop whining. You kids are soft. You lack discipline.
Discipline is coming. That's life. But let's be honest, a lot of these weaklings can't be saved. They're too far gone. 99% of donations from Twitter's workforce went to Democrats. You can find more conservatives at Brown University than you can at Twitter. They created this little echo chamber where only one train of thought is allowed. And now that echo chamber has been blown up. The safe space is gone. There is nowhere to hide. But that won't stop them from trying. Take a look at what Democrat Senator Ed Markey did today. He's calling for new laws to promote algorithmic justice. You know, the algorithms, that's the secret sauce that rigged the platform against us conservatives. I hope Musk opens the books and exposes it all. But Congress says they need oversight. Elon's too racist. He can't be trusted. Okay? Joy Reid over at MSNBC went a step farther. And now she's saying this. Her latest take, Musk wants to use his new company to bring back apartheid.
The thing is, the enjoyment they get out of being in this town square is being able to harass people, being able to attack people. Elon Musk, I guess he misses the old South Africa in the 80s. He wants that back.
Playing the race card is the last bastion of the foolish and defeated. They lost the battle. Twitter will no longer do the bidding of the far left. It's going to be fair and balanced. Never heard that before? Censoring conservatives and protecting Democrats. Not going to happen. That means Democrats, liberal TV hosts, Twitter employees are going to start seeing a lot of things they don't like. And that's okay. They need to know how everybody else outside their little echo chamber feels. Besides how the women's studies majors feel at these East Coast newspapers. They need to know their safe spaces are making them softer and more naive. And they need to face adversity if they want to be a generation at all.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.